Nigeria is said to be a very rich country, a given reason by some international donors not to release funds to Nigeria. It is against this stance, however, that Civil Society Legislative Advocacy Center, CISLAC, held a day retreat with members of the National Assembly to unlocking potential for local resource mobilization for social sector financing.
Anyone translate into addressing poverty. And the part of the discussion today is that the National Assembly needs to know exactly what communities are supporting in Nigeria. Because sometimes to receive their population. So that is why we call for this synergy. To see how both the legislature and the executive work together to address some of these challenges and be able to move forward as a nation.
We'll always get it right if we put the people in the center of the discussion. And most importantly, if we put the more than 70% of Nigerians who are the poor Nigerians in the center of this discussion. If we put the women in the center of this discussion, but importantly, if we put young people in the center of discussion, because the future of this country is going to be dependent on Nigeria achieving a demographic dividend.
In their addresses, members of the National Assembly aired their views by charging civil society groups to do more at ensuring accountability.
It is very important for civil society group in order to actually determine the extent to which our appropriation is impacting on the economy, to also monitor releases, because in the course of our oversight function, we discover that sometimes releases are discretionary, which means the releases of funds for the purpose of financing appropriation is mostly done on the basis of interests.
There are so many indices, there are so many reasons that are attributed to where we are today. So I believe that the academician, in collaboration with the National Assembly, to give us the framework, the blueprint, a direction that we go to make legislation that will ensure the economy is really repumping.
In attendance also was the DG Budget Office, Ben Akabweze, who highlighted the efforts of the executive arm of government at ensuring smooth running of the budget.
With the rebasing of the GDP in 2014, Nigeria became classified as basically medium income country, and that has created some challenge on two fronts. One, access to donor funding generally, but also access to concessional financing.
The belief after this retreat is that there won't only be synergy between the legislature and executive, but there will be a better implementation of the appropriation bill.